and 70s. We're still talking about it in 2021. Stop it. That's because baseball is such a great sport. It should be enjoyed country worldwide. Stop investing more money in Latin American and Asian countries than you do your own, and get you some homegrown American athletes. And that just so happens to be black people. Baseball, wake up. Stop being stupid. And soapbox over.
Soapbox over. Hey, I will say this much. MLBPA and MLB themselves don't do themselves any favors.
None.
Whenever they need to be in lockstep, because if you look at the NBA or you look at DeMaurice Smith and Roger Goodell, there's a lot that those different entities agree with. But when you talk about moving that game forward, they're always behind the eight ball.
Right. Because what the NFLPA and what the NBA PA, what they have noticed is no matter what you think about your percentage breakdown or your profit structure, in order to have a profit structure to even talk about, you have to have a sellable product. You have to be in the mainstream. You have to be talked about. You have to be this, you have to be that. The NFL and the NBA, their ratings are both all-time highs. I think the last time the NBA recorded this level of ratings was what? 1996? What, 25 years ago? They're all-time high on their ratings.
Michael Jordan. We've been waiting for the next Mike for how long?
Right. So as much as a guy like me complains about the little buddy, weak-nutted stuff that's going on amongst the NBA players, the ratings would disagree with me. So just like I disagree with a lot of stuff the NFL does. However, the ratings disagree with me. MLB is not doing anything to garner the attention, the eyeballs of the youth. Make somebody want to pick up a bat. How about you make a TPX bat less than $300? How about you make a glove, for $20? How about you make this sport attainable for the less advantaged people, and just so you might have the future generation catch up to the other three sports?
Well, I implore the MLB to look at what the NHL is doing, because you want to talk about an expensive sport, then that's NHL.
Oh, dude, just because of the amount of equipment that's required. Hell yeah. CCM, skates, helmets, sticks, that stuff's expensive. But the NHL is not going in the inner city to find their athletes. They're going to go to Russia, Canada, Sweden, whatever. So, yeah, they're fine. They can cost or do whatever they want to do. The MLB is an American sport. It's the American pastime. It is our sport, Ted. There are more Asian, Caribbean, Latin American, Dutch, whatever, born players in this league than there are Americans. That, to me, is a troubling sign for the MLB. When your own countrymen are not putting their kids in your sport, not going to your games, not watching the games, you're going to die. You have got to embrace the culture. You have got to embrace the pay attention. When someone's telling you what it is, listen. I think Paul Manfred needs to be fired immediately, but, neither here nor there.
Hey, let's wrap up with a little bit of Tampa Bay.
Oh.
Buccaneers. We'll give you a little bit of shine. I know you're still smarting off that. Celebrating off of that world. I was about to say World Series. That Super Bowl win.
World Championship. World Championship will suffice.
World champion. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I got enough. To last me 18 more years.
So okay. Tell me this. Who got franchised? Goodwin?
We franchised Chris Godwin, which I predicted on your show.
Okay.
I said we're not letting that guy walk. He is a top 10 wide receiver. You just don't let those guys walk out of the building. If anything, this franchise tag would try to win a second Super Bowl, and then he can go and get paid. That's fine. But yeah, Godwin we weren't just going to let that guy walk out the building. It was a hell of a third-round pick that is a great receiver, one of the most underrated guys in this league, I think. Having him back with Mike Evans just solidifies the best wide receiver duo in the league. You re-signed Levante David to a very team-friendly contract. And now the focus is 100% on Shaq Barrett, trying to get him to come back. If he doesn't come back, I do like a lot of the pass rushers that have been released and or not franchised. So I think we can still replace his production. But as it sits today, man, the way the Bucs are constructed, we can literally bring back anybody we want, and we can run this thing back, man. And I am very excited for this season. I dare to say the team might be better this year than they were last year. And that might not make people happy, especially those broke some bitches down there in New Orleans. You enjoy poverty, you bums.
Oh my goodness! So tell me this: your GM, or he's your CEO, Jason
Light is the GM.
Jason Light. Yeah. Do you see Jason Light extending Brady?
Yes, that's already in the works. Because Brady signed a 2-year $50 deal initially with incentive. Hey, here's what's great, Ted. I haven't got to talk to you since Super Bowl. But the incentives that Tom Brady achieved by winning the Super Bowl, all of the escalators on his contract, he achieved all of them, which made his final contract number $28.3 million. This man trolled the Atlanta Falcons with his contract number. And I love it. I love it. But no, seriously, he's already talked about adding another year or two on the deal, bringing the number down, kicking the can down the road, so to speak. Mike Greenberg is our cap guy, not to be convinced with the other Mike Greenberg. Mike Greenberg has done one hell of a job with this cap. But we are in a position now to be where we need to be this year. And then in 2021, 2022, we'll still be third in the league with cap money at that juncture. So we're in a great position to not only run this thing back this year, but as long as Brady is capable, the next year too. Because, look, y'all say what you want about that old man, but I've been a fan of this team since Steve DeBerg and fucking Vinny Testaverde, and I've lived through Brian Greasy, Jameis Winston, Chris Sims. Give me 48-year-old Tom Brady. I will push his walker for him. I don't care. Give me every ounce I can get out of this man. Let's at least get one more championship. And then once I got 3 of them, Teddy, they can't tell me nothing. We can be terrible for 20 more years. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't care. And I know you feel the exact same way. You've been waiting since 1973. You've been waiting right there. So 69. I know you know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh.
69.
I added 4 years to it. I did.
69.
I gave you a little credit, man.
You gave. I was thinking. I said, you talking about the Knicks?
Yeah, I just threw a year out there. I honestly didn't know when Broadway Joe won it. I just threw a number.
Broadway Joe.
I threw a dart hoping it would stick. Man.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Bucko.
Yeah.
We are at the almost 40 mark.
You're a man of your word.
I want to make sure, because I want you to come back. We got to do this more regularly, and I want to make sure.
We can set it for every Wednesday at 8:30. I will carve out that time for the late night parent.
You got it.
We can make it. We can make it a weekly thing.
What's going on with Big T? How's he doing?
Honestly, I have not talked to that man since
ever since the L.
Look. No, I talked to him after the L.
Okay.
He congratulated me on the Super Bowl. He did all that.
Okay.
Now you were on the text where that man said he was going to send me a flag or a football.
Yes.
I have yet to receive.
Pie in the sky.
I have yet to receive the text. Let me tell you this: if my team lost everything they were built on in Drew Brees, if I'm franchise tagging a guy like Marcus Williams, and I'm still $53 million over the cap with 8 days to get it fixed. I ain't talking no football neither. So I'm really not mad at T. Their team is really in some soul-searching bankruptcy type situation. You know, you got to let that man live. We'll talk to him in a couple of weeks.
But, all right, we'll talk to him. But listen, when you come back next week, we're going to try and do it. I want to see if you and I and whomever else can do it in about a 35-minute range, because I think you get like a 38-minute or so audio podcast, because even though we do this for the live stream and we do this for YouTube and everyone else, I think the master is you get that pod under.
Keep it under 40, you're a winner.
You're a winner. You're a winner.
Are you trying to say I'm long-winded, brother? Is that what you're saying?
No, never that. We only have 44 minutes right now. You know I got much love for you, Bucko. I love your realness. I love you, your family. I just want to say, we, very shortly, we got, and don't fight me on this. Don't fight me on this. We got our Stimmy, we got our vaccine, and we got our tax returns.
I ain't got my Stimmy. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on JoJo. I ain't got my tax check neither. I'm about to be in a much different position. As I sit today versus the 10-plus girl I'm going to be sitting on in a week or so. There ain't much shit that I'm going to be angry about. Thank you, Joe Biden. I think you're a moron, but I appreciate you.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm going to let it go on that. I'm going to let it go on that.
In the morning, everybody loves Joe Biden. Watch.
Hey.
There's going to be a full-blown parade for that man.
Let's go. Put $8,000 in my pocket. I'll talk to anybody.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Bucko, I want to thank you for everything, man.
Hey, I love you, bro. We'll do this again soon.
All right, talk to you soon.